Hi, I'm Under Layton. Today is day 6, I think, officially. Well, 6 technically, and day 3 officially as far as like posting on YouTube goes. So, um, I am tired of singing Christmas music. I have been singing it nonstop, especially today. And also, listen, y'all, listen. I did not know, nobody told me that posting on YouTube would have just so many like loopholes and stuff. I have had such a headache just like going from the cinematic videos on my phone to like transferring them because they're like an hour long, having them the iCloud sync. Like one of my videos is still like uploading. I like found a workaround for it. The point is, man, it's a battle. It's a battle for sure. So needless to say, I've been very frustrated. So I'm not gonna do any more Christmas music. I've done a lot. I went ahead and did what I was talking about yesterday. Just going back through the music and making sure that it's transposed to what it's like the key that it's best in for me. Um, and just reviewing whatever songs I need to. So I've done a lot of that already today. Um, I thought it would be appropriate. Oh, another big thing. So my mom got a brand new chair for her home office, and that meant that. Oh, and then she also got a second chair, which went to my brother's home office, which means that I get this red chair, this beauty. I was using this white chair that had a broken wheel that was donated to me. They were gonna throw it away at my work, and I was like, "Y'all, what are you doing?" And they're like, "Andres, that's a broken chair, and also a kid probably peed in it." And I was like, "Listen, I'll clean it. I don't care." So I've been using that, and it's pretty good still. I like using it, and that'll be kind of like a travel chair now. But this one, oh man, this is a comfy chair. I grew up on this chair. Anyway, it's actually, you know what? Okay, I saw this post earlier today. It was about hermit crabs and how, when one of them like finds a shell that's too big for it, that it'll like wait outside of it for other crabs to come, and then they'll all like kind of adjust to the size that they need, and then they'll all like transfer all at once. So I'm like, that's what we did. We're little hermit crabs. Anyway. Because I was so frustrated, I was like, man, I'm so mad and stuff. I was like trying not to be in a bad mood and stuff. Um, it reminded me of this song I wrote, and geez, I can't even. I have such bad eyesight. Oh man, I can't see that, but I'm pretty sure I remember it. But I wrote this for about a coworker of mine who just complains all the time, man. And like I feel for her, they have a lot going on, but I'm like, man, you really got to let that stuff go. You just got to let that stuff go. So I wrote it kind of about them, but also about myself. I mean, I think we can all relate to it. I don't have a name for it, and it's not complete yet. It's just an idea, but I thought I'd share it with y'all. But it's I swear I tried, but only a little, 1,000 times. Well, not to belittle, but in my mind, your life could be much more simple. You don't have to fight a losing battle. Maybe if you tried, you could let it go. 'Cause no one likes to fight a losing battle. I think it's finally time you let it go. You should let it go. You should let it go. And then it'll just keep going. Um, but I'll tell y'all what I like about it. So, it's supposed to be two sides of like a person's thoughts. So the first one is, I swear I've tried. And that's like kind of unresolved sounding, but then it goes to a resolution. And at that point, that's his like, so you have the thought that you like have initially, the I swear I've tried. That's what you tell people. But then it's like the inside thought that you have is like, but only a little, 1,000 times. And then this is the response, I guess, that you have, like, that you should end up having to yourself if you're like self-aware, or that like you want to tell that person. So at this point, it's somebody else like telling them. It's like, well, not to belittle, but in my mind, your life could be far more simple. And then it's the message, the main message. You don't have to fight a losing battle. I also kind of like it because it's like, I don't know what genre it reminds me of. What is it? Man. What is it? It's like that one song, like, tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. That one. It's got like whatever that is. I feel like, listen, I studied music, so I should know more of this stuff, but I really don't. I should have paid attention in class. Anyway, or I could just look it up now and just know. I may as well. Here, give me a second. Let me look it up. What is that? Let's see. Okay, so tonight will, that song. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so it's Fall for You. Fall for You, Secondhand, Serenade. Genre, let's see. Alternative indie, rock, pop is what it says. And Christian, which I did not know that. But yeah, it's like that kind of genre. I feel like it has that like feel to it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought I'd just share that one with y'all. What else can I sing that just demonstrates how I'm feeling right now? Let's see. I mean, I guess I could just try to finish that song. I said I was gonna start posting like how I write music. I guess I could try. I don't know. Let's see. I swear I tried, but only a little, 1,000 times. Well, not to belittle, but in my mind, your life could be much more simple. You don't have to fight a losing battle. Maybe if you tried, you could let it go. 'Cause no one likes to fight a losing battle. I think it's finally time you let it go. You should let it go. You should let it go. I swear I've cried, but only a little, 1,000 times. 1,000 times. I think that you don't have to fight a losing battle is obviously the chorus. And I think it should probably just stay the same. I don't think that's going to be a chorus that I like adjust at all. Now, I could do it like I swear I've cried. And then the only a little. Because really, like, it's supposed to be about a person who just is in denial about how they really are. So they're like, they have a version of themselves that they portray themselves to be in front of other people. And then there's like the truth. So it's like, I swear I've tried 1,000 times. That's what they're saying. But then they're true to themselves initially when they're saying, but only a little. And then 1,000 times, well, not to belittle, but in my mind, your life could be much more simple. You don't have to fight a losing battle. Okay, so then if I said, I swear I've cried, but only a little, then I could keep 1,000 times there. And I guess, okay, I like to put different rhyming, like words that rhyme with whatever I've already come up with. So like it looks like I already put rhymes for belittle. So I had, you're so sacrificial, you're so superficial, like, you're so sacrificial, or you're so superficial, or you're not that committal, which I think is kind of funny. I just like that line. I just think it's silly. But I don't think I want it to go there. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I swear I've cried, but only a little, 1,000 times. And I think this, you're so sacrificial actually works perfectly there. You're so sacrificial. So sacrificial. And then in my mind, I'm not trying to hide. I have such bad eyesight, and this is so tiny on the thing, and I can't like zoom in on my notes tab. Man. I swear I've cried, but only a little, 1,000 times. You're so sacrificial. And I think I'll put that in air quotes. I like to put some stuff where, like, if you were to look at the lyrics, like the official lyrics, you can get a little bit more out of the song. Like, you'd see that, like, you're so sacrificial, and I think it's sung that way. But just in case somebody didn't pick up on that. So sacrificial. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna let this one rest. I think I'm gonna let this one rest there. I could come up with like maybe a different verse though. So I swear I've cried. I could also do like, I swear I've lied. I could say that. I swear I've lied. I don't know why I'm thinking this phrase, but it could be like, I swear I've tried to love you a little, 1,000 times. Sometimes I come up with a phrase that like I feel like initially it sounds deep, but then I'm like, it's really not. Like, okay, so listen to this. This is funny. I said, I swear I've tried. Let me just play it. I swear I've tried to love you a little, 1,000 lies. You're so superficial. Which, like, it could make sense, but I'm like, who am I even talking about? When I write music, I like to make sure that it's like everything that I'm singing is something that actually happened to me or that like is real. So I'm probably not going to use that verse, but I mean, I don't think it hurts to put it there. Because sometimes I'll like start a song and I'll write something and then it won't happen until later on, and I'll finish it later on. Like a good example of that, I actually have two good examples, so I'll play those, and both of those are original. So that this actually works with the theme I'm trying to go for here. So this one's Big Blue Box. Oh man, I love this one. So I started this one about so the first girl I ever dated, when we broke up, not even when we broke up, but just as a show of her love, like as a display of her love, she had given me this big blue box. Like it was like probably about this big. Okay, so I mean like this big, you know? And I'm trying to see if I have anything in here that would be like the size of it, but I don't. In any case, it has pictures of us, like a bunch of pictures of us all over it. It has like phrases that we used to say to each other, like I love you to the moon and back, just like a bunch of cheesy stuff. A lot of sweet stuff. And when we broke up, I put everything that like she ever gave me into this box. And I hid it in the top of my closet. Like I have this big closet, so it has this shelf at the very, very top, and I like put it in the very top corner where I couldn't see it and I don't have to look at it at all. And then, you know, I dated this other girl, and when we broke up, I took all of the stuff that she had given me, like the main stuff, and I also put it in that box. And the thing, like the common thing that I found is that I would get like some display of like 100 reasons why they love me, you know? And the first one was in like this jar. It was so cute. I mean, it was like a potion jar, and it had a bunch of scrolls in it, like these tiny, tiny scrolls with like a red little ribbon on it. Tiny, and like 100 of those. And it was 100 reasons why she loved me. And then the next girlfriend, it was like, I think she had put it in, it was similar. It was like a jar that she had put 100 reasons in for reasons why she loved me. Although I think hers was a box, I want to say. The point is that she had 100 reasons why she loves me, and that's in there. And then, so I started writing this song about really the second girlfriend, but then it was the third girlfriend that really like, the third ex that I had that like really finished the song. But she also gave me 100 reasons why she loved me. So that, like, all of that to say that that's what this is about. It's the, you know, when you break up and you put all that stuff away. And it's really just about, I guess, how love changes and how people change. And yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. I don't know what else to say. Wow, I look like I don't know what I'm doing. I swear I do. Man, I'm used to playing it on the electric guitar, and something about that is different. I swear, like the neck is longer and like, anyway. Okay, here we go. All that's left of us I packed inside the big blue box and hid it in my closet on that shelf. You know what that means, and so I wrote this eulogy for all the 100 reasons you once felt. Reasons you no longer have. Tell me, love, when did I make you oh so sad? Now there's no happiness between us. The only love we have's from Venus. Hold on, don't let go till she's gone. Hold on, hold on. You may find a man who checks off every box I can't, the ones held by your father and your mother. Still I can't believe I stayed for you when you left me. Now all the 100 reasons you once felt are reasons I no longer have. Tell me, love, why did you make me oh so sad? Now there's no happiness between us. The only love we have's from Venus. Hold on, don't let go till I'm gone. Hold on, hold on. One day I believe I'll find the one who'll treasure me in all the ways you never seem to bother. Still it's clear to me those star-crossed paths make memories. So find the 100 reasons you once felt are reasons someone else will have. They'll say, love, I'll never make you oh so sad. And I pray there's happiness between us. The love we have transcends the love I find from Venus. So now, hold on, don't let go till I'm gone. Hold on, don't let go till it's gone. Won't let go, won't let go, won't let go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's all slow. I personally like that song more on my old acoustic. My old acoustic. I never named her. That's also what kills me. They told me they're gonna have to replace the neck on that one if they're gonna fix it, and I'm like, at this point, I don't know if it's even worth it. It would never sound the same, and it's just something about it. Like I don't know that I feel right about doing that, you know. And even just cost wise, I'm like, maybe I should just save up and get a new guitar, which like would be sad, but one that like that really speaks to me. This isn't a bad guitar, honestly. The more and more I practiced on it, it's growing on me. That's the truth. She's got a deep sound. She's got a deep sound. I don't know what to name her. I was like, for whatever reason, I was thinking Meredith, or maybe Barbara. I say that sometimes. Do y'all have any phrases that you just like kind of say in your head sometimes, and like it's totally unrelated, but you're like Barbara, like something about that name. I just love it. I love how that sounds. Anyway, so the other one, oh, actually, let me talk a little bit more about this song. I feel like I want to share a little bit more about this one. I'll probably talk about it more another time. I'll do like a deep dive. I was thinking that'd be a good idea for like future videos too, is I can just like take one song of mine, sing the whole song, like do a performance version of it, and then after that I can kind of talk about it and be like, okay, this is why I wrote it. These are like what my thought process is when I'm like writing different things here. You know what I mean? So I thought that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Let's see. There was another one I wanted to show. Oh man, this one's kind of cool. It's kind of a sad song too, but it fits my vibe right now. I'm feeling just tired. I'm feeling so tired. What's the name of that song? Let me think. What Lasts Forever. That's the name of it. Okay, so I want to say on the last recording, or 2 days ago, it's either 2 days ago or 1 day ago, I did a small portion of compersion. Yeah, actually it was day 1 officially on YouTube, but it's day 4, I guess technically. Anyway, I did a version of compersion, and I said that was the first song I wrote for the album. That's true in the sense that it was the first one that I like wrote, but another song that I had written, and actually I think this is going to be part of a different album, so maybe I'm not a liar. But this one, I remember I was driving in my car. It was almost like 7 years ago at this point. Man, I'm getting old. Actually, I think it was even longer than that. I think it was like 8 years ago. Ooh, I'm getting old. But I was driving in my car and I was just mad at God. And I was like, I just was furious with him. And I just started like singing. And I was like, my daddy always said, God loves you. God loves you and all his little children. Don't you forget who you are. That I will always love you. I will always be there. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. And I believe that to be true, but my daddy said that too. Some things don't last forever. And I was just so mad because I was like, and I really don't even know where it came from. But I sang that. I just like, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll pull out like my voice memo because I'll have like a song in my heart, or I'll just like kind of want to sing, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll come up with something good. And that was just one of those occasions. So I had written that, and it just like, it came just straight from my spirit. But I could never come up with the chords for it. I just like, for the life of me, I couldn't come up with the chords. And I think back then, that was when I first started to like, no, I wasn't playing guitar back then. I think I was playing piano back then. So I was trying, but like, I just couldn't come up with it. And then I would, every once in a while I'd find it, but I just like, maybe it wasn't 8 years ago. Maybe I'm just like making myself sound older than I actually am. No, I think it was 8 years ago. It was 8 years ago, but 3 years ago I finished it. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I figured the chords out, but I was like, I was in a cabin with that third girl that I dated. Man, she was so great. She really was. I totally messed that up. Anyway, but she was with me and we were just hanging out, and I was going through a lot at the time. It was my birthday too. Yeah, we were in a cabin, and I was just like, I think she was like trying to make my cake, or she was trying to make something for us to eat. And I was just there strumming my guitar, and I was just like, in my feels. My daddy always said God. Oh, and actually, okay, I did one slight change. So I loved how that sounded. And I was like, I wonder, like, and then I was looking through my songs to see if I had lyrics to go with it. And then I found that one, and I was like, ooh, that would be good. And I was like, my daddy always said, God loves you. God loves you. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. Like, this is the one. Anyway, but I made one slight change, so I'm going to sing it. I'll sing it now. I'll stop talking and I'll just sing it. My daddy always said, God loves you. God loves you and all his little children. Don't you forget who you are, that I will always love you, I will always be there, I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. I believe that to be true, 'cause my mommy says that too. Some things they last forever. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again because I'm pretty sure I did that wrong. So it's going My daddy always said God loves you, God loves you and all his little children. Don't you forget who you are, and that I will always love you. I will always be there. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. And I believe that to be true, 'cause my mommy says that too. Some things they last forever. My mama always said God loves you, God loves you and all his little children. Don't you forget who you are, and that I will always love you. I will always be there. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. And I believe that to be true, but my daddy said that too. Some things don't last forever. Some things don't last forever. My God in heaven says I love you and all my little children. And don't you forget who you are, and that I will always love you. I will always be there. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. I believe that to be true, 'cause my heart's been made anew. God's love, it lasts forever. Yeah. Man, that one I will talk about a little bit. You'll find that in a lot of in all my music, actually. Well, probably in most of my music you'll find that, but I like to just I like to play with phrases. So like the first time I'm saying like, and then the reason I sang it back from the beginning is because like the beginning is my dad. Like, my dad always said, God loves you. And it's like as a kid, I'm just like, yeah, you're right. Like God loves you, And then he like makes these promises, right? So he says, and don't forget who you are. Now I will always love you, major chord. I will always be there, major chord. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down, major chords. And I believe that to be true, major chord, because my mommy says that too. Some things, they last forever. Minor chord. See? So it's like, and these are things that like, I want people to know, like, if you're watching this and like you want to write music too, and you use music as a form of expression, don't think about it like in terms like that. Like don't sit there and be like, oh, like I should put a major chord here, or I should put a minor chord here, or like it needs to be transpose this or transpose that. Like none of that matters. None of it matters. Because I don't think about that stuff. But it's just like when I look back on the music and I analyze it, I can see why it works so well. So that's what I'm talking about. So like, I just think when I was initially singing it, it sounds happy the whole time, but then there's just this like, You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, to me, what that feels like, the constant like transition, the like up and down transition of the major to the minor, to the major to the minor, like it just feels just like I feel like my heart is just being taken and it's just being like just stretched out, like beyond what I can take. Like that, it just like it seriously, like it pulls my heart, like it hurts it. And that's like, that's what I wanted to get across. Like that's just, it just feels like something's missing. Like the whole time, like that whole thing, like it just makes me like, it just sounds like a sigh. Like, and it's just like, there's also frustration there, especially in this D chord. It's like because it's not, that's D major. This is, I think that's D major 7. I'm trying to learn these chords, so please be graceful with me. But it's like something about that is just like, it already hurts, but this one, it just sounds so mad. Like it sounds sad, but so mad at the same time, So it's just like, yeah. Anyway, so then what I was talking about with like, I like to play with the verses and have them like transition and like take different perspectives or that kind of thing. Like, so the first time it's my daddy always said. So then the second time it's my mommy always said, God loves you. And that's a major chord because that's true, But then it's like, God loves you. It's also like, it also feels like it's untrue, So then it's like, God loves you. God loves you. And all his little children. And see, it's like, even that, like, it's not like, it's like, there's just like pain in that, So it's like, and all his little children, But don't you forget who you are. And that so then this is going back to what my mom's telling me. She says, I will always love you as major. I will always be there. Like, oh man, like, because she won't, and I will always care for and pick you up. And that's like true, but it's that, pick you up is true, but it's also not true because she won't always be there. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down. And I believe that to be true. And it's like, in a way, like that chord is signifying that I don't believe that to be true. But my daddy said that too. And that's true that he said that too, But it's like, and it's just even that phrase, it's like, I'm saying, I believe that to be true, but my dad said that too. Some things don't last forever. And then the oohs, like that represents crying. And then I like to have a break of that just so you can kind of sit with that. Like you sit with those feelings for a little bit. But then the end is just like, the end is the truest end that I could have, the truest like realization that I could have come to, where it was like, the first time it was my dad saying those things to me. The second time it was my mom saying those things to me. And then the last time it's me realizing that, it's true. Those things that they were saying to me, they were all true, and that's why I say like, but then life itself is just full of ups and downs. Like God never promises us that life is going to be easy, but he tells us that when things are hard, he'll give us the strength to overcome it. And, if we don't overcome it, then it's a lesson. And if we really can't overcome it, then at least, we're restored with him in heaven. So, and that's why it's my God in heaven says, I love you. Even when you don't think it, I love you and all my little children. And don't you forget, because you will, who you are. And that I will always love you. I will always be there, even when you're running away from me. I will always care for and pick you up when you fall down, because you're going to fall down. I believe that to be true, because my heart's been made anew. God's love, it lasts forever. So that just kind of thing. Like I like making I like taking the same phrase and just like making slight adjustments to the words so that it can mean like something completely different. But also like still be, within the realm of the same thing. Like I do the same thing in that Big Blue Box song. 'Cause like I say I shouldn't have to look at these lyrics, but it helps me to look at it. There we go. So it's so for all the 100 reasons you once felt. So I won't play it on the guitar, but it's basically like reasons. So the first time I'm saying reasons you no longer have. Tell me, love, when did I make you oh so sad? Now there's no happiness between us. The only love we have's from Venus. And then it's hold on, don't let go till she's gone. Hold on. So then the second time I get to the chorus, I'm saying, so now the 100 reasons I once felt. So the first time it's the 100 reasons you once felt are reasons you no longer have. The second time it's now the 100 reasons I once felt are reasons I no longer have. Tell me, love, why did you make me oh so sad? Now there's no happiness between us. The only love we have's from Venus. But hold on, don't let go till I'm gone. Hold on, hold on. Because that's the way that, I feel like some relationships are. At least in this scenario, that's what the relationship was like. One fighting for the other, then the other fighting for the other, and it's just like back and forth, and it's just like, just not good. Not good. So then the final verse is like, it talks about, I'm going to find, like, we'll both find a better love in a sense. So then it says, the 100 reasons we once felt. So it's not you, it's not me, it's the 100 reasons that we once felt. Because relationships aren't just like, they shouldn't be one-sided, right? So it's like, both people love each other. And I think instead of looking at it like one person's a villain over the other person, it should be just an acknowledgement that both people did something wrong. Although admittedly, in my relationships, I just have such a thick head, and I'm a pretty selfish person. So the truth is in my relationships, I do feel like I do cause a lot of damage. Which is why I'm staying single for a long while, okay? So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. But anyway, so then it says, the 100 reasons we once felt are reasons someone else will have. So, someone else will have those feelings for me. Someone else will have those feelings for her. Or if in your case, them or, whoever. So the 100 reasons we once felt are reasons someone else will have. They'll say, love, I'll never make you oh so sad. And I pray there's happiness between us. And that has like multiple meanings. Like what it means is like, I pray there's happiness between me and my new relationship, but it's also like between me and this person that, we're no longer together. It's like, I pray there's happiness between us. Like, I hope that like, when you think of me, you think of the good stuff and you're not like just so fixated on the bad stuff. Cause I don't want to fixate on the bad stuff. Like, it does hurt. I won't lie, and I think we can all admit that like, we do think about like the negative stuff that happened in the past, but I think it's just, when I remember anybody, I always try to remember them like in the best way that I can, no matter how much they hurt me. So, what that makes me think of? That makes me think of that song. It's, I remember you and the things that we used to do and the things that you used to say. I'll remember you always, or it's that way. Man, that's a good song. I think that's by Keane, Keane. Y'all should look him up. He's, oh man, that dude. Yes. That dude can sing. But yeah, it's, I pray there's happiness between us and our love transcends the kind of love I find from Venus, So anyway, I just think that's cool, and then it says, don't let go till it's gone. Don't let go till it's gone. Won't let go, won't let go, won't let go. Because it's supposed to be like, the first time it's, don't let go till she's gone. Don't let go till I'm gone. But in the end, it's going to be, don't let go of love, like itself, like love as a thing. Like, don't let that go till it's gone. So, yeah. I wonder if there's another song where I do something like that. Let's see. I already know which song, but I don't know that I want to sing it. I may as well. Why not? This one is Mutual Feeling. So this is about not someone that I had dated per se. We dated. It just depends on what you define dated. Like, were we in a relationship? No, we were not. But we went on like many dates. I would say a decent amount, We were getting there. Anyway, after my second relationship, I had met this girl, and I won't give too many details because I don't want to get them in trouble. But this is about a person that I met, and it's just like, it's just like a fling, you know what I mean? Like a summer fling. Like you think it's gonna go somewhere and like you really hope it will, but it doesn't, you know? So it's just kind of about that. But you'll see it in the chorus. And it's like the first time it says, "Swear you won't ever be a stranger. We couldn't if we tried. And I've tried." And then the next time it says, "Swore you wouldn't become a stranger. Was that line yours or mine?" And I go, "It's mine." See, so it's just like, I just like that. I really like just playing with that, you know, and you know what I mean? Like, I just think that's cool to when songs do that. This one's called Mutual Feeling. I tried to write it in my mind, because she liked Talking Heads. It's this band that's kind of an older band. She liked older music. And yeah, I tried to phrase it, or I tried to compose it kind of like in that style. But I feel like when I sing it more like Neil Diamond, like Neil Diamond-esque. Anyway. Also, y'all, I'm sorry about how I'm playing. With my other guitar, with the OG. This is either going to be Meredith or Barbara, by the way. But I mean, I think it's Meredith. I think this is a Meredith right here. But the thing is with Meredith here is she just I'll tell you what, she just, I haven't quite mastered playing her delicately. So that's like, on my other one, I could change like the dynamics of it. Like I could make it sound loud. I could make it sound quiet. Like I could do all sorts of stuff. But like, I feel like with this one, it's just like loud, 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 loud. And I'm sorry for that, y'all. It's going to take me some time. You really grow with the guitar. Be patient with me. Anyway, let me get my lyrics back up. Broad and early end to the winter, spring was oh so kind, and on we would go on how our lives seem to... Okay, I forgot about that chord. Give me a second. Broad and early end to the winter, spring was oh so kind, and on we would go on how our lives seem to intertwine. Swear you will never be... Okay. One more time. Give me one more shot, y'all. Anyway. Where's my brain right now? Broad and early end to the winter, spring was oh so kind, and on we would go on how our lives seem to intertwine. Swear you won't ever be a stranger. We couldn't if we tried, and I've tried, even if it's written on the last page of the finish line. In time, so it's other way you could say, at least we gave it our best try in summertime. Covered on a bench by the fountain, far too little time. Long and tangled hair was the summer, back when you were mine. Oh, swore you wouldn't become a stranger. Was that line yours or mine? It's mine, even if it's written on the last page of the finish finish line in time. Suddenly it's other way who could say at least we gave it our best try in summertime. So I would guard my heart from danger. I couldn't if I tried, not tried. Even if it's written on the last page of the finish line in time. Suddenly it's other way you could say at least we gave it our best try in summertime. Summertime, summertime. So yeah, that's that one. I've really got to work on my enunciation. So the chorus, I'm going to tell y'all what it says, just so you all know. So it says, and I've tried, even if it was written on the last page of a finish line. In time, subtle hints, either way, who could say? At least we gave it our best try in summertime. So, yeah. Listen, I said I wasn't going to tell y'all more details because I didn't want to get this person in trouble. But, like, at the same time, I also just think it's really cool. I also think it's just really cool, like the wordplay. So I'm gonna share it anyway. Okay, so here's the thing. So, oh man, I really feel like I shouldn't say this. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll tell y'all one secret. So there's a few secrets in this song. It's all true. It's all true. That whole thing, even if it was written on the last page of a finish line. A finish line is not an actual, like, finish line. It's like, it's supposed to symbolize it. But it's like, even if it was written on the last page of a finish line, in time, subtle hints, either way, who could say? So subtle hints is also, like, a play on some other things that happen. And it's, at least we gave it our best try, in summertime. But the other phrase, the one that I'll actually tell you all, because I really didn't tell you all anything, I just repeated the lyrics, but, like, the one I'll tell you all, it's a covert on a bench by the fountain, far too little time, Oh, man, I feel like I can't tell that secret either, so I won't tell that one, but, like, this last one I can tell. It says, long and tangled hair was the summer back when you were mine. And what I think is cool about that, just about the person, but, she was the first, because I used to have really short hair, and, like, I honestly, when I was really, really young, when I was really, really, like, middle school young, I had really long hair. When I was a kid, I had really long hair, but it was, like, really straight back then. Like, very, very straight. My brother actually has really straight hair, so it was kind of like his. But then the older I got, like middle school age, I would grow my hair out, and it was just like not good. It was like a fro basically, and it was all frazzled, and like, honestly, it's how it is now. I just didn't realize at the time that it was supposed to be curly, and even if I had, I wouldn't have known how to, like, take care of it so it actually, like, looks nice. But I met this person in college, and they were like, listen, you got to grow your hair out. You have such nice hair. Like, you should grow your hair out. And I was like, okay. So I grew it out, and I can't remember what I like promised her. I think I told her I was like never gonna cut it or something like that. I was like, something like that, because like when we stopped seeing each other, I like made some stupid promise, like, oh, I'm never gonna cut it again, or some just dumb stuff like that. But in any case, I ended up cutting it. Because then later on, I met the girl that I was actually most recently in a relationship with. And she didn't tell me to cut it or anything. I wanted to cut it because I wanted to look, sharp. I wanted to, look more, I guess, regulated or put together. I don't know. In any case, I've started growing it out since then. And I just because I have this coworker. Oh man, I was about to say his name. That would have been bad. But he has really long hair. And I was like, why do you grow your hair out so long? I was like, just out of curiosity. And he was like, or no, I didn't ask him just for the sake of growing it out. It was one day he showed up and it was all cut off. And I was like, whoa, where's your hair, man? And I was like, why do you grow it out? If you're just gonna cut it off. And he was like, oh, because I donate it. And I was like, man, that's such a good idea. That's very noble. I like that. And I thought, I'm going to grow my hair out and I'm going to donate it. So I've been growing it out ever since. That's why it's so long. Although I won't lie to y'all. Do y'all know who Musashi Miyamoto is? If you don't, you should look him up because Musashi Miyamoto, dude, that guy looks so cool. I should look more into the history of him so that I'm not just talking out of my butt, but he's this samurai who is undefeated and has the coolest hair you will ever see. It's kind of like Rurouni Kenshin. Something else, okay, this is just a sidebar. I realized after listening to one of these videos that I say just an obscene amount of time. I gotta stop saying so much, You could do a drinking game with as many times as I say and you would be trashed by the end of it. But anyway, Musashi Miyamoto, man, it kind of looks like Rurouni Kenshin. It looks, I mean, that's an appropriate time to say Anyway, it's got it in the front, long in the front like this, and then the rest is in the back, kind of like this. So right now, I feel like when I do this, it makes me look like George Washington. But eventually it's gonna be long enough where I can have a bunch here in the front and then kind of pull it in the back and look like a samurai. I think it's gonna be tough for me to cut it. It's gonna feel painful. But I already commit. See, there you go. There's another one. But I already committed to cutting it, and I don't want to cut it ever. I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes I get annoyed with it. I go through phases. Anyway. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'm going to cut it there because I want to relax a little bit more before I go to bed. And this long break is almost over. Anyway, have a good night, y'all.